Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
The Keokuk County Sheriff's Office is currently taking applications to fill 2 open positions for Deputy Sheriff. Applications for the first round of testing should be turned in on or before July 25th, 2025. Applications can be downloaded at the Keokuk County website at keokukcounty.iowa.gov/jobs. You can also contact the Keokuk County Sheriff's Office at 641-622-2727. For complete job information and starting wage information, go to the Keokuk County Sheriff's Office Facebook page or again, keokukcounty.iowa.gov/jobs. Wrestling returns to the Delta Dome in Delta, Iowa with Central Empire Wrestling on Saturday, August 2nd at 7 p.m. Austin Bayless makes his long-awaited return to the ring. Plus Jared Thumb, Rory Fox, Kelsey Magnolia, and Sage Hale, along with the whole cast and crew of CEW, will be on hand August 2nd at the Delta Gymnasium. Advance tickets are just $20 and $25 at the door. Get your tickets at CentralEmpireWrestling.com. Professional wrestling makes its long-awaited return to the historic Delta Dome in Delta, Iowa, Saturday, August 2nd. Once again, the Keswick Tavern is the place to be this weekend with not one, but 2 bands. Friday night, it's 3 Buck Chuck playing from 8 to 11 p.m. And Saturday, Kenny Falls is back, also playing from 8 to 11. Of course, there's no cover charge either night. Tell your friends, have some drinks, and most importantly, have a great time at the Keswick Tavern at 117 South Iron Street in Keswick, Iowa. 3 Buck Chuck this Friday, Kenny Falls on Saturday, both from 8 to 11 p.m. and no cover charge at the Keswick Tavern. The Sigourney Golf and Country Club Ladies Open Master Championship is this Friday, July 25th. There will be golfing and prizes throughout the day and lots of fun with happy hour on the patio with live music by Sierra Griggs. You hear Sierra's music on Skunk River Radio, and now you can see her live this Friday, July 25th at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club from 4 to 8 p.m. You don't have to golf to enjoy the music. Everyone's invited. Stop out for food, drinks, and a whole lot of fun at the happy hour on the patio this Friday after the Ladies Open Master Championship at the Sigourney Golf and Country Club.
Welcome to this edition of Morgan You Asked For podcast. Tuesday night, July 22nd, just after 9 o'clock. Welcome back, Trev. Another week off. Busy with work, I know. Summer, kind of we just talked right before hitting record here, just kind of what we're going to talk about. And maybe first here, let's just talk about summer, how fast it goes. We're, 3/4 of the way through July. Vacations are all right around the corner here for a lot of people. The end of baseball, everybody's got their USSSA state championship links up because there's 87 championships in every state and every level. It's fun to see it, and I understand all that. And then, once the calendar flips to August, I'm going on vacation for a week. I should be able to do the podcast from Branson. I'm going to Branson for 4 or 5 days. And then, golf starts April 11th or August 11th. And then it's just right back at it. And Iowa State kicks off 1 month and 1 day from today, August 23rd. They kick off in Dublin. So I'm going to name this one Summertime Flyby. And summer is flying by as usual. And the older you get, and I know you're starting to see this a little bit, the hours and the days may go slow. But the weeks and months and years start going pretty fast.
Yeah, the year's definitely flying by. We've got family vacation in Omaha starting next week. So take a little bit of time off for that. And then going to be on the road most of August, going to be in California, Vegas, Phoenix for about 3 straight weeks. So August is going to be a busy month for work. So you take a couple vacation days before that all gets started. But we've got the NFL next week, Thursday night. The Hall of Fame game. We spoke about this before. The game's probably going to, the game's going to probably suck, but at least it's football on the TV. So it'll be good. It'll be good to watch a little bit. As you mentioned, Iowa State game, is coming up here soon. So yeah, football is really not too far away. And like you said, you got golf starting up pretty quick, it sounds like, too.
Yeah, it's Iowa State actually reported to camp today. That's insane. I know my last year there with Iowa State football in 2002, we played early that year in Arrowhead against Florida State, and we had to report in July, but I think it was like July 28th. I mean, it was a whole nother week after this. I'd have to go back and look at a schedule or something for sure, but I know it was July, but it was not July 22nd, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely. It's early for college. It feels like it still feels like it's the middle of summer, which I guess it kind of is. But football is really not too far away. So that's always a good thing. And yeah, like you said, if you can make it work from Branson, that's great. If not, no big deal. But how you said you're down there for a week?
Yeah, we're going. I think we leave August 3rd, and then I got to get back. And we're going to leave Wednesday. So just Sunday to Wednesday. My parents will be down there all week. My kids are staying down there with them a couple extra days. Yeah, Branson is just a good time. My parents have a timeshare there, so it doesn't cost me anything. So it's a nice one. We're going to go out on the lake a day. We're going to go to Silver Dollar City for a day. And then one day just kind of do whatever and then back home. So pretty quick for us. But then, a show every night, and Dolly Parton Stampede or Dixie Stampede, whatever you want to call it, is a staple down there. I like going to see that. And then, I don't know, my parents, they go down there a lot. There's some magic show they want to see, and we're all going to go watch that or whatever. So kind of take advantage of my parents a little bit with their vacation and everything, but it's nice to get away for a few days with moving and just, Tyler running everywhere and getting Paige where she needs to be. She's been staying with us a little bit more, which is a really good thing. I'm really happy about that. And just running around with kids that are, and that's the other thing. On Thursday, Tyler turns 13, so both my kids will be teenagers. So it's flying by and just trying to take advantage of it. We can, trying to play a little golf here and there, not as much as I'd like. I think next Tuesday and Wednesday, maybe headed into Carroll. I think to see our buddy TJ with Zach and stuff. So, and then, like I said, then on vacation.
Tell Tassel I said you're welcome.
Yeah, that needs to be discussed. What were you doing, Trevor?
I was high on John Rahm.
I think you might have been high on something else there, Trev. I'll be honest.
No, I just thought I thought he had a really good chance. So it paid off for the Masters when everyone was giving me crap for taking Rory. I got that one right.
Right.
This one I got dead wrong. So yeah, make sure you tell Tassel I said you're welcome.
We're going to make Tassel buy at least one round of beers for us. Kind of inside joke there. We have a golf draft, and I know we've talked about that on the podcast for each major. Carry over from the U.S. Open, so the pot doubled. No one actually had J.J. Spawn, which makes sense. Trevor had the first pick, and he picked John Rahm, and then so our buddy TJ got the second pick, and he picked Scheffler. I was in the running for a while with Fitzpatrick. I'm like, that'd been sweet, but he faded, and Scheffler just does what he does, and and this is becoming the talk. When he is on and when he is playing well, no one can beat him. He's winning by 3-4 shots each time he wins a major. He's a little bit older than Tiger was when he kind of burst onto the scene, but in the same amount of time, he's winning the same number of tournaments, same majors. The difference is he's 29 and Tiger was like 24 when it was all going on.
Yeah, we talked about it when he won previously. How many majors is he going to get to in his career? And I think we kind of said the number was 9.5, the over under. Yep. When you get to 10, he's still got a long ways to go. I mean, he's got 4 right now. 6 more would be pretty tremendous. But I think the best thing that Scottie Scheffler's got going for him, other than he's just a great player, is he's so level-headed. He doesn't get too high with the highs and too low with the lows. And he's even spoke about too. He likes the grind. He likes practicing. And I think as long as he's still, if that attitude sticks long term, then he should be able to win a lot more majors.
Well, and he's gonna. I kind of look at him a little bit like Koepka. He's kind of always there in the big tournaments. That's what he sets. And now that he's won enough of these, he's going to be U.S. Open is his only one in the career Grand Slam he doesn't have, and so he's going to set his schedule, set his life. He's got one kid. I'm going to assume he's in a year or so he's probably going to have another one. That's just kind of how it works at that age. I heard Jordan Spieth talk about a little bit where he doesn't do the corporate things. He doesn't do he golfs and he spends time with his family doing whatever that entails. And that can be whatever, but that's his life. He doesn't, go do all the other stuff, and he's not in a lot of commercials. He's not, I'm sure he's getting paid well by TaylorMade and Nike. So when they ask him to do something, he'll probably do it. But other than that, he doesn't have to do anything. There's only like 5 players in the, ever to win $90 million on tour, and he's already won them. He's under 30.
Yeah, you mentioned he needs the U.S. Open. I mean, I'm pretty confident he's going to get one at some point and get the career Grand Slam, which is kind of crazy because we just saw Rory get his Grand Slam. Right. And if Scheffler wins the U.S. Open in the next year or two, I mean, that would be pretty wild to have 2 Grand Slam winners in that close of amount of time.
And I think there's some, so it probably won't happen, but next U.S. Open is at Shinnecock in New York, and it will be his 30th birthday on Sunday, which also I'm assuming is Father's Day. It usually is. But it'll be his 30th birthday as well.
Get your bets in now before the numbers drop even more.
Yeah.
We might have to do something, starting next year where we could still do the same thing that we do now, but maybe have another one too, where you pick 5 or 6 golfers and do a combined score. Because if you don't get Scotty, Rory, or Bryson, it feels like you just, feels like you got no chance.
Were you in that one when Mike Foster did that?
Yeah. And then Taylor ran one online too, where you'd, I don't know if it was every week for tournaments, but it was a lot. And, if your guys missed the cut, they got a certain score.
They got the highest score of whoever made the cut. Yeah.
Yeah. So we might have to look into that too. Cause like I said, if you don't get one of the big 3, it feels like you just, you got no chance just about.
Yeah. I remember making bets and doing things in the early 2000s. I mean, it was truly Tiger versus the field. And the bet every week was the field, but you really had to think about it. And there were certain courses that, like Firestone, they're the whatever one in Akron, or Tiger won like 8 of 10 times. That was when you had to pick Tiger. I mean, it was no option. You had to, and you won most of the time.
Yeah, and Scotty's starting to get to that point now. So, I mean, I don't know. I haven't even looked what the odds would be for him to win the Masters next year or any of the majors, but I'm sure the number is going to drop from now until the Masters.